Good morning, or I guess afternoon now, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. It's a bright, sunny Monday. It is cool. It is wonderfully, wonderfully cool outside. In fact, some areas in far eastern North Carolina and not terribly far away to our west have had frost warnings last night, or advisories, I think it is. So, there you have it. It's a great day on that front. I want to talk a little football with you today. It was late Saturday night. I went to bed um, after I thought was the end of the Miami Georgia Tech game, and by the time we got up to bed and got settled and um, I checked my phone for the last time. I was looking for something, expecting something, and it hadn't come yet. I noticed that the game that we had been watching, which we thought was over, was then over, but not with the ending we thought it had. We were watching the Miami Georgia Tech game. For those of you who don't know how that game ended, Miami had the ball. Georgia Tech had no timeouts left. Miami is driving, and instead of just taking a knee with 26 seconds left to let the clock run out on third down, Miami decides to run the ball. When they do, they fumble. Georgia Tech recovers. Georgia Tech drives the length of the field in 26 seconds and wins the game. Victory from certain defeat. Why am I telling you that? Well, excuse me. There's been a lot of debate about why did Miami run the ball? Why didn't they just take a knee? And a couple of things I've heard. One friend suggested yesterday that it was just sheer arrogance on Miami's part. Just sheer arrogance. You know, that's quite the possibility. The arrogance of it all to say, we're just going to continue to run this ball down your throat and we will show you who's boss. That we're boss. We're arrogant and we're better than you. Well, I shouldn't say we're arrogant. We would never say that of ourselves. We would say we're better than you and we're going to prove it. Humility goes a long way, beloved, and it could have gone a long way from Miami on Saturday night. They could have remained undefeated, but it appears maybe that arrogance cost them. There is another suggestion that I heard this morning as I was riding in, and that is that Miami was chasing some sort of record. I don't know if it was a particular running back record, or I didn't really catch all that, but it appeared that they needed some yards to get the record, and so they were trying to get the record when they had the game won. Well, I understand going for records. We all want to be immortalized, and we all would like to hold a record. Once upon a time, I held a few. But it has occurred to me that in the intervening years, those records have gone. A, somebody always surpasses them. But B, our immediate pursuit of something doesn't show forward long term. What do I mean by that? Well, Miami was going for an immediate satisfaction of this record. But in the end, it hurt their overall record. It hurt their overall chances. Teams generally don't respond well to things like this. They could have remained undefeated. They could have gone very far. They could have won maybe the ACC. Maybe they could have gone on for something bigger and greater. But for the momentary record, they gave up being memorialized later on. Beloved, are you reaching for something right now that you should be refraining from so that you can reach for something greater later? I'm all for seize the day. You know that. I'm all for making the most of every opportunity. But with humility comes understanding of a longer term thought process, that too often arrogance pushes us into the right now. May you have grace to see far down the road for bigger and better records to come. And may that grace extend from you to others along life's journey. I'll see you again later this week. Until then, take care. God bless. And remember, sometimes it's better to take the knee.